Hey mermaids, it's Abby, your everyday mermaid, and this is
Lauren, Mergal pal.
Yes, and we are here today on the Everyday Mermaid podcast. Thanks for listening. All my mermaids.
I do have a podcast question for you though.
Oh, what's that?
How was Florida?
Oh my gosh. Florida was the best. For those of y'all who did not watch my vlog, I went to West Palm Beach for Thanksgiving and went and met up with two mermaids. Miami Mermaid L and then Mermaid Amethyst.
That's the one not the Amethyst. I've seen the L one. Yeah. I watched that this morning.
Yeah. I haven't posted the Amethyst one yet. But Miami Mermaid L, not to be confused with Elle Woods, but she is just as cute. She lives obviously in Miami and has her own like party planning business. Yeah. So she does a lot of other things too. But she has made, like, she was having the issue, which is something that we all kind of deal with as mermaids that do like evening gigs or whatever. But she like was doing all these parties at night and like swimming in pools, but the pools were so dark and you couldn't see her. So she was like, you know what? I'm going to make me a tail, an LED mermaid tail, and literally it lights up, and she made it herself. And I was like, girl, wait, I'm concerned for your safety because of electricity and stuff. And she was like, no, I had to do it a special way, but it's totally safe. And like she lights up in the pool, and it's the craziest, like coolest thing I've ever seen.
That episode, which I really encourage you to watch. I mean, it's all of 10, it's not even 10 minutes long. And there's so much information packed into it. And it's so good. It's all fascinating. Because, I mean, my dad lived in Miami for a long time. And so I spent all my summers down there.
Oh, wow.
So I'm fairly familiar with it. Like, and then I've also lived in Fort Lauderdale, which is about an hour north.
Mm-hmm. Been there too.
Yeah. And they did not have Mermaid Co.
No.
While I was there.
Girl, that store, my brain was not prepared for the mermaid stuff that was there. Like she had a lot of brands that like I've seen online before, or like they've sent me stuff, but I've never like actually like seen all the stuff in person. So she had Cape Cali, like mermaid robes, and some of the sunglasses from another company that I've been looking at. And so like all the mermaid things were in one place, and she had a mermaid tree, and like I about lost it. Like I about had a heart attack in Mermaid Cove shop. Like I was gonna die there because it was the most beautiful. And then you walk in and there's a mermaid throne in the store, so we just sit on the mermaid throne and chat forever.
Yeah, I'm so jellyfish I could ink. Double whammy.
Girl, that was a good one.
I know.
Gosh,
ink right here and now. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's a really cute episode.
Yeah, it was amazing in there.
Yeah.
And you know, I always say this, but I am just amazed at how nice everybody is. They were so nice, and the owner of the shop wasn't there, but they gave me a bag of goodies. Like it was so sweet. The amount of love I felt, like that is just, it just makes me so happy. It just makes me feel so good because there are people like that in the world, and it's all the mermaid community.
That's
FYI.
Awesome. Did you buy anything you can talk about?
Yeah, so I got this cute little mermaid rug that I'm actually cleaning out my closet for this rug. It says mermaids welcome, and it has a mermaid on it.
You're gonna hide it in your closet?
Listen, I have a mermaid room dedicated to all my mermaid things.
Valid.
And Ben won't even, he is still not quite on board to let me have my mermaid toilet roll holder in the guest bathroom just yet. So, baby steps. I don't want to, overwhelm.
So, he's trying to, encapsulate the mermaid. Maybe not have the mermaid flag fly quite so vibrantly or throughout the house.
I mean, it's just everywhere he goes. So it's really I am trying to respect his space a little bit as we do coexist together.
You need You need a house with a backyard, number one.
Yeah.
And then number two, you need like a she shed.
Oh, for sure. And that's in the works for sure. Where the next home we're gonna build it, and it's gonna have all kinds of good mermaid things. So
are you gonna have shingles?
Oh.
Like seashell shingles?
Yeah. Well, I hope to have it in the shape of a shell, and like
every day you're waking up like Aphrodite coming out of the ocean.
Yes, yeah. that is the plan. But
Birth of Venus, that's the painting.
Oh yes.
Birth of Venus. That's so funny.
But because there's this house, I don't know, I can't remember where it is, but it's literally like all the mermaids. Like, you're not a real mermaid unless you go to this mermaid seashell house, which I haven't been, so clearly I'm not a mermaid. But it's like, it is literally in the shape of a giant conch shell.
Wow.
This house is. And so it's like perfect for photo shoots and stuff. I don't know. I think it's in Hawaii or somewhere. But, like, that's the plan, to have, my she shed, but in the shape of a shell where all the mermaids have to come.
Would that make it a shell shed?
A shell, a seashell shed.
Seashell shed? I don't know. It does remind me though. So there is a museum in New Zealand. I hope I get this right. Okay, so abalone, the shell.
Yes.
It's got the inside of it is that iridescent.
Yeah, it's like pearly looking.
Yeah. There was this couple that made their whole house like out of it.
What?
And the house is inside of the museum in New Zealand now.
Oh my gosh. Well, yes, let's take that. And yes, just translate it into what I'm going for, because that's exactly right.
I'm gonna be sure, because if I'm wrong,
yeah, you need to pull that up for sure. Pull up the Google.
I know that there's a house that it was like ocean related.
Yeah,
that was in there.
Well, yeah, we have several plans, and I also need an underwater studio, so we're just gonna go ahead and just do it all in one swing. I think, in one swim, and one. I'll work on that. But yeah, yeah. I don't want to bombard the world too hard.
That's fair.
But it does need to have a home.
Well, especially your blessed husband.
Yes, and he's like the best, so I want to respect his space too.
Right.
But yeah, it'll just give me a place to have a studio where we can podcast on the rig and not have to like set up, and not set up. And
it's gonna be so pretty. I could cry about it right now.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Amazing.
Yes. So excited.
That's gonna be real cute.
Did you find it?
No, not yet. Because we were still talking. And I don't want to be that annoying.
Okay.
Oh, they still have that exhibit. That's cool.
They did have they had a mermaid museum in LA whenever Siren came out. Did you see that on the interwebs? Yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't get to go, but it looked really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where is it? Sorry. I should have done that. I didn't even think about it until you just talked about having.
She's searching for the thing. The museum.
I'll look for it later.
Okay.
If I think I'm right though. I'm I took pictures. Did I take pictures? No, I might not have been able to take pictures. There was a house that was. It had sea stuff in it, and it was decorated to the T in crazy ocean related things.
Well, that sounds right up our alley.
It does.
So we got to figure out that situation.
I mean, I should take you to New Zealand anyway.
For sure. I mean, let's just plan on that. Let's just make that
because it's a beautiful country.
Yes.
All of you guys should go see it. I mean, it's an island. It's perfect for the everyday mermaid.
Yes. There you go.
Just go swimming.
Just
all
go
the time.
Swimming.
Also, I would like to remind you that as it's December currently, it is bright and sunny there.
See, we got to go there right now.
They're in the southern hemisphere, so
oh my gosh,
this is their summertime.
Yeah. I have some friends in Australia who are summering it up right now. And I'm like, these mermaids are killing me.
So jelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really cold here in Nashville, but we're nice and warm and cozy with our hot chocolate, and your mug is hilarious today. Y'all, if you are just listening, you need to tell them what it says.
I got this for $4 at Target, y'all. It says, I have the vocabulary of a well-educated sailor.
And how true that is.
It's so true.
It's good.
Because I use my big SAT words all the time, and then I use my not so good SAT words all the time too.
You used a really big word the other day. I can't remember what word that was, but
veracity.
Veracity. Yes.
I like that word. It exudes a lot of different emotions.
Yes. Especially when you say it the way you said it.
Yes. Well, because I combined it with something. What were we talking about? I think it's when we were talking to Sarah, and it was like, we were talking about the princess box.
Yeah.
And I said we were going to ask for it over and over again with enthusiasm and veracity. It's like,
I love it.
She's just extra enthusiasm. I'm pretty sure that's what that word means.
You know, there's a word that I hardly ever use, but it reminds me of my grandmother because she was the only one that ever said it, and I was like, what the heck does that mean? But now, I use it because my grandmother used it. And it's not a huge word, but vex.
Oh, that's a great word.
I am so vexed at him.
Yes.
Or this is so vexing. I was like, grandmother, what are you saying? And then now.
Use it all the time?
I use it all the time.
That's a great word. V-words.
Great. Yes,
V-words. Incidentally, one of my favorite movies is V for Vendetta.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I see something new in that movie every single time I watch it.
Those are the best movies.
So it never really gets old for me. And he has a whole V speech at the beginning that, from an actor's perspective, I'm like, the amount you had to practice that, I can't comprehend.
Yeah.
It's such a good, I love that movie. I do.
And V words. All good things.
Did you have a Jodie moment?
Oh my gosh. Yes. So, I mean, kind of. So if you guys haven't listened to our podcast with Sarah, I call her Sarah Cello because that's who she is in my phone.
Right.
That's who she is on Instagram.
Yeah. She's Sarah Clanton in real life.
In real life.
Professional cellist and darling woman.
Yes. Yes. Every time we text, she texted me the other day and she was like, girl, I was thinking about you today, and she sent me a picture of this Mermaid wrapping paper. Little did she know, I had just wrapped my entire wall of my Mermaid room with said wrapping paper the day before. So I sent her a picture of my wall, which if y'all aren't watching the YouTube version, just listening, there's a YouTube version, and behind us there's a wall of Christmas Mermaid wrapping paper.
It's so cute.
It's really cute. I love it so much.
There's like a mermaid Santa Claus.
Yeah. It's so cute. But anyway, we were so on the same wavelength, if you will. But she it was so funny because she... Yeah, I was like, I am with you, girl. With you. Anyway.
2 peas in a pod, you two.
Yes, that's the thing. But anyway, so... she was on the podcast last week, and she was discussing her Jodie moment, which was kind of like she was talking about how she couldn't remember exactly what it was or whatever, but she just remembers Jodie Benson singing Bible stories to her, had a tape of it or something. And so I was like, I've got to do some research on this because she and I were both raised Southern Baptist, and I also listened to a lot of Jesus music and stuff for kids growing up. And I remember Sandy Patty, but I was like, I do not remember Jodie Benson. But literally it's Bible stories and Jodie Benson is singing it, and it's the most angelic. If I'm going to be told a Bible story from here on out, it has to be Jodie, because I got no joke, I got goosebumps listening to Jodie Benson singing about how, what was it? I'll have to pull it up. But it was
funny.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is so magical. And she's so magical. And God is so great. And all this stuff. I just
to
could
bring
not.
you right back to childhood.
Yes, and
while you're pulling that up, though, the irony of that entire thing too is that y'all were talking about Sandy Patty and Jodi Benson like being these two, people that you both kind of grew up with.
Yeah.
Not joking. Earlier this week, I saw an ad. Sandy Patty was literally just here in Nashville.
What?
Doing a performance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sarah knew that.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible. We get so many ads and things via social media that it wouldn't be all that shocking if that was what kind of sparked it. Okay.
Well, okay, so hold on. It's Songs from the Beginner's Bible with Jodi Benson, the voice of the Little Mermaid. And it literally has like a cartoon, like animated image of Jodi with children and then, Bible characters behind the tree, like
also listening
to the Bible stories, yes. But like I could not contain myself listening to that. I was like, you are kidding me. And I'm probably going to listen to it to put myself to sleep tonight because she is that angelic. So that is my hashtag Jodi moment.
There you go.
Of this podcast because it truly is the best thing I have seen in a long time.
Mine is rather small. I follow her on Instagram now too.
Yeah.
And I think her daughter just had a performance.
Mamma mia.
Yeah. Her daughter looks just like her. I thought for a second that Jodi had put herself in like a High School Musical.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a little odd, that choice. And then I realized, no. Because she doesn't age.
No, she doesn't.
At all.
Yeah.
And her daughter is just like matching her. Like she's just growing up a little bit. And it's uncanny.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm sure, I don't know how her daughter feels about us saying that, but it is a compliment and a half. Because if she goes the same direction, she's going to hit a certain age and just never age past that. Never age after that. It's incredible.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
It's something about their mouths, like the way that they smile and stuff. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I really, so
she's
fun.
Great.
One day,
Jodi.
One day she'll hear about us.
We just need you to come on the podcast and just tell us about your life. One day.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And we do have enough room here on this bench for you to sit with us. We have so
much room. We even have a mermaid shell chair that we will let you sit in.
No, I'm not going to let her sit in that. She has to sit here.
You want her to sit in the middle?
I want her to sit here in the middle so that I can just, scoot closer and closer and closer.
Well,
maybe we even lay my head on her shoulder.
Yeah. Oh gosh, she is funny.
Too cute.
So I did ask folks on Instagram to send us some questions.
Huzzah!
If you wanted to listen to it and answer a few of those.
Yes.
Some of them I was like, but we'll just go for it.
I'm ready and willing.
Yeah. First of all, one girl asked, why don't you dye your hair red like the Little Mermaid?
She hasn't seen the old photos.
Yeah. Funny story. That's where it all began, honey.
Actually, I could probably tell a little bit. I don't remember if it's when I first met you. I don't think your hair was red when I first met you, but at one point it was nearly pink. It was so red.
Yeah.
Neon red.
That's why I had to leave Gaylord Opryland Hotel because my hair was not allowed anymore.
Yep.
So
well, your company was taking off around then too.
Yeah, I didn't
it worked out.
Yeah,
but I mean, don't worry. We've both had our redheaded phases because you had your hair red to be Ariel. I've always liked being a redhead. My hair takes it really well, but then I had a play that I was in that I had to have fire engine red hair for. But that worked out well too because it kind of matched my friend Fiona.
Right, for sure.
It matched her hair. So it wasn't... Mine is not nearly as neon as yours, but yours had to stand up to chlorine.
Yeah, it was... Oh, boy. Yeah, being red was fun, but also, really hard to maintain.
Yeah.
I had to redo it. I mean, Elise and I had to redo it every 2 weeks, and my hair just took a beating, during that period. And then whenever I was getting married, we ended up deciding that may not be the best, like photos to see and look at for the rest of our lives. So like we tried to bring it down a few notches. And then after that, like, because we had to do it during a certain time frame, like going from bright red, like literally the color of my sweater I'm wearing, like going from that color to anything else takes time, and we did not like give it enough time because I was in such a time crunch because I was getting married in 3 months or whatever. And so like after that, like I will never go bright red again. Ever.
I had the show that I was in it was only a 3-week run, and it was only like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday performances. I had to dye it twice in the run of that show. Because it goes, it's super vibrant when you first do it, and then it dulls out a lot unless you're like spending a lot of money on upkeep. It was community theater. I did not have the money to spend on large amounts of upkeep. So I did, and it was like a box dye or whatever from Target. And so don't worry. Both of us have had red hair phases. And usually I would just let mine fade itself out because typically, at least in my hair, red goes to a blonde or like a kind of a copper color, which is really pretty, except one time in LA, for some reason, it stayed really orange instead of blonding out. And so you could really see my roots when they came back in. So that was like,
Could have been something in the water over there.
Yeah, that's true. So don't worry.
We've been there and done that, and it was fun and all, but it's too much upkeep.
Don't let us sway you, though. If you need to have your red hair phase, go do it.
You got to do it once in your life, I think, as a mermaid lover.
I think especially right now is a pretty okay time because vibrant hairstyles are such a thing.
All the rage.
Clearly. Abbey.
Literally today I got stopped in Walmart 5 times. Like, one man literally stopped me. He's like, "Ma'am, I have to tell you. I didn't tell you earlier." And I was like, I saw you earlier? What? He was like, "But I have to tell you now. Yeah, I love your hair."
Aww.
I know, that's so nice. But it's everybody has like pink and blue. I've seen a lot of blue and purple.
Turquoise I've seen a lot. Yeah.
Yes. It's fun, and it's easier now to do it, those colors, because they have a lot of those it's like conditioners, like the shampoos and conditioners and stuff that have the color pigment in them, so you don't have to like kill your hair every time.
Right.
Yeah. So.
So funny, but do it now. If you time and space for it,
gotta do it at least once in your life. Probably.
And if you just want to try it, just go get a boxed one.
For sure.
I'm not trying to poo-poo on getting it done professionally, because if you're gonna go full tilt, definitely get it done professionally. Because like if you don't do it right, the box, you can just make yourself look real crazy.
And like the bleaching part is the issue. I have.
Do the bleaching yourself.
Don't do that.
Don't do the bleaching yourself. I'm lucky. Like at the time, my hair was pretty blonde. So the red took really well to that. I would not be able to get the vibrant red with the hair that I have now, which for some reason has decided to go full brunette.
It's all right. It looks good.
Thank you.
Which, by the way, you did wash your hair today.
I did.
So it looks. This is what Lauren normally looks like for those who are watching on the YouTube version. We promise.
This is how my hair typically looks when I'm like, and I hardly ever dry it in the summer. I usually. It's wet and it goes straight up into a bun. But in the winter, I'm too cold. So I'd go ahead and dry it. So it was a hair washing day today. I was very excited.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. I, personally, it is scary to do your own hair. So I would just say go somewhere that knows what they're doing, especially if you want a very vibrant color, because it's taken me probably a year to get to this where I am, this purple that I have now. And it was a long journey. Yeah.
So, like, if you just want to try it for fun, do the box. But if you're looking for something professional looking, get a professional to do it.
Or just get a wig.
Yeah. A valid point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is there anything else we need to talk about?
No. Not today.
Not today. All right. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things coming up. Christmas is coming.
Mm-hmm. And hey, if we don't get a chance to do this again, have the happiest of holidays, my friends.
The happiest, the merriest.
The merriest.
Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is. Yes, for sure.
I did see a billboard recently. It had a really good one. It said, merry everything and happy always.
Yes. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Merry everything and happy always. Man, love that. Gonna steal it. Love that.
I really liked that one.
Man, that's good. Well, for those of you listening, be sure to download the Anchor app if you haven't already and leave us a voice message. Mm-hmm. We'd love to hear from you.
We can send you a voice message back.
Because that's awesome. But until next time, we will
see you on the flip side.
Bye, mermaids.
Bye, y'all.
La 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 la.